different players shit. HipHop Haven, we react to hip-hop culture, not a lousy trick. I done made 1,000 flips. Robin Devin hit the scene and they react to it. Latest trends, music news, they do all of it. HipHop Haven, HipHop Haven, HipHop Haven. Hope you tuning in, don't forget the big HipHop Haven, big HipHop Haven. Hope you tuning in.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Big HipHop Haven.
Don't forget the big.
So today we're going to do episode 2 of the Culture Convo.
Man.
We got a few special guests with us today. My boy Steve and my boy Wawa. What's up with y'all?
Let them know.
Good, man.
Yo. What up?
Oh.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for having me on, man. You know, back at it for another one. Always good.
Yeah. It's second home for you.
Appreciate you being here.
For sure.
So, today we got some crazy stuff on the agenda, fellas. We're gonna start off with the new Kanye West Cousins from his album called Cuck. Okay. In this song, he kind of dives into some incestuous relationships he had with a male cousin. That was kind of straightforward. You know, he wasn't hiding nothing. He wasn't sugarcoating. He told you what he did multiple times.
Multiple.
So yeah. So let's start off with that. How does Cousins challenge or redefine boundaries in hip hop storytelling?
Redefine nothing.
Redefine.
What? That is not how I would classify that song.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, yo, that joint
That's
is
crazy.
trash.
You working for the CIA, Freeman. You working for the CIA at this point. You gotta be.
Everybody about to come out
MK
saying
Ultra
this
shit
subject
right
now,
there.
huh?
Facts. I'm about to say, bro. It just seems convenient, bro. It seems like it's just convenient.
It seems convenient,
sometimes, bro. Being conveniently gay seems to be a new thing, bro. I don't get it.
I think that nigga been gay.
That's the thing now. They like to do that. What's happening? What's happening?
How did we get here? Hold on, wait.
Can we laugh at this?
Yo, is that your boy? Is that your boy?
Is
that your man?
You gotta.
Whose names is this?
You gotta break Ye up like they do like before God and after God. Like you gotta do before Ye and after Ye, before Yeezus and after Yeezus.
Before Yeezus and after Yeezus.
Man,
two different people. It's two different people.
Man, look, that nigga changed when he used to wear the Louis backpacks and used to wear them weird ass clothing
Polos.
with the homeboys. You know what I'm saying? The big ass Ye glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blinder joints.
That man was weird back then. That was more so not power. That was like and then can only make me stronger.
Yeah, graduation, you know, early late registration, the good era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I told you.
That
To me,
man was
I
sucking dick
lost
back then.
Kanye. Yeah, he was crazy. To me, I feel like Kanye. I kind of left Kanye after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. After that,
that was
the pinnacle. Like it don't get no higher than that. All right, so next,
I like Yeezus. I like Yeezus. The first one he did. It took a minute to grow on me, but it was kind of fire.
I like Life of Pablo.
Description that
Life of Pablo
gotta put up for the song is already wild. The track Hail Hitler by Kanye West is presented as a musical or cultural work for discussion, review, or educational use.
This is crazy.
Yo, how? Like,
how many views?
We unequivocally condemn. Yeah, this is.
How many views it got?
Almost 1 million. in 4
Good
days.
God. That's
Oh,
crazy.
this is somebody else's video though. This isn't
No,
his.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
not
this is
his.
Kanye's.
this is the Kanye lyric video.
Yeah,
But
but
it's
somebody
Kanye's
else put it
page.
up there.
Because it's
Somebody else
on.
put the disclaimer up here.
Yeah, because he don't have it on stuff. He put it on because he's doing it under a new name called Ye. It's not even Kanye anymore.
I thought it's
Kanye West.
Donda.
It's just no, it's under Ye.
Mm.
That's his new name. That's why he walked off that interview the other day. Song's good though.
I need to cover my
You gotta
face on
not
this.
listen to the word.
I gotta blur myself out for this shit.
It's
So
That Diddy
that's
it
why
shit.
the album is called Cuck. I'm just saying he likes
yeah,
when
that's why
he
it's
likes to
called that.
watch.
I'm not. We're not going further.
Hold on,
'Cause
question.
Thank you.
it gets way worse, and we
Mhm.
can't.
Yeah,
even
I'm reading. I'm reading it. It's incredible.
If you're
Yeah.
into that, go check that out on your own time. Okay. What responsibility do artists have when sharing personal traumas? Like freedom of speech. So shouldn't he be free to share or
What they
be
gotta do with
vulnerable with
responsibility
his
though.
fan base?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about
but
to say, yeah, he can be free to say what he wants
he
to, but he
can
also
say
has to
what he
take
wants, and
responsibility.
I don't think he has a responsibility to do anything. But if he does stuff, consequences may come.
Yeah,
And
that's a real thing. You
you know what
can't.
I mean? I'm never buying no Yeezys. I never liked them shits. Them shits is always ugly to me, and all the clothes like homeless wear. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it was worn first before they sold it to you for $100+. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
I've
like
never
my
been on the
Yeezys.
Kanye wave. I am willing to give Kanye away as long as we can keep My Dark Twisted Fantasy, the album. Everything else about Kanye can go. I've never been a
race
crazy
draft.
fan of Graduation and Late Registry. That wasn't my
You
bag.
crazy? Them albums are
No.
I was a
classics. You
50 Cent,
crazy?
Jeezy person, Wayne person back then. So I was
Do
never
the
a
what?
rapper nigga at that time. I never even cared about all them
Kanye
sounds.
was crazy when he
Wow.
came
But
out.
once
Man.
it came to My
He
Dark
was
Twisted
insane.
Fantasy, I was like, oh yeah, this joint is crazy.
Now
For the
that we
Man.
know
rest of
that he
that,
been sucking dick, they could really have him.
yeah, for sure.
Really have him after that. That's
see,
insane. Not
see,
even that.
I
That's his
had
little
yo, it was a
cousin.
feeling
That's
like,
his little cousin. He's
yep,
sucking little cousin dick.
that's wild.
Like nobody's saying nothing about this man sucking little cousin dick.
He
He's
should be
not
in
even like
jail
the little cousin getting his dick sucked. He's sucking the little cousin. Come on, man.
because of a magazine. Bullshit.
Come on, man.
Bullshit.
That man been sucking meat. Been sucking
And
meat.
he said he did it up to he was 14.
Yeah,
And he only
14.
stopped
14.
and he never said he stopped. He just stopped sucking his cousins.
What were you doing?
It's crazy.
What were you doing when you were 14?
Not that.
Not sucking
Man.
dick.
Hell no. I ain't never
Wasn't
Like
never in
never
my
crossed my
life.
mind. Never crossed my
Right.
mind.
And I done seen hella magazines and sites, but never no sites like that. I
never.
don't know what the hell he
Nothing.
was watching or looking at.
Nothing never made me want to suck meat. Yeah, he's a born meat sucker. A
Yeah,
born
bro.
meat sucker.
And he a pro at it because it's for years. He got 10,000 hours.
For years. He got
Yeah,
experience.
he definitely got over 10,000 hours of meat sucking.
That's crazy.
He's a professional. He's a professional at this point.
Wild.
He's certified.
Yo, you can have Kanye. Just leave My Dark Twisted Fantasy with us, and everything else can go.
That's probably why he's
And he
wearing
don't
his,
even write his
his
songs.
collar popped up and stuff.
And even this whole album was written by Dave Blunt's. It wasn't written by Kanye. Kanye doesn't write.
So is this
He's a
Dave
producer.
Blunt's story, or is he
No,
writing for Kanye?
So Dave Blunt explained how he was able to do this. Kanye begged him to make this song, and then he made it.
Dave Blunt's the fat nigga, right?
Yeah.
That can't stand up doing his performances.
He sits on the
I
couch.
wonder how much money he gave him to make this crazy
Man,
ass
look.
song.
He making the whole album though. He made the whole album.
Did
He
the
probably that's a
designer write some
ridiculous
shit for
amount of money.
Kanye?
Yes. Mad people did.
Mhm.
Pusha T and
Saha the Prince.
Saha the Prince and Kid
Big
Cudi did My
Sean.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
But designer though.
and Raekwon from
Designer,
Wu-Tang.
Panda.
I don't know that. I don't know specifically what Designer would do for him, but he was on Good Music under Kanye, so I'm sure he was probably in there doing something.
2 Chainz probably was
All
writing.
of them, Pusha T, all them niggas, Saha, yeah, because Kanye's the producer. He's not really the rapper. He's never been a rapper like that. He made Through the Wire, which is fire.
Who you
I'm
think
about to say, you
wrote?
make it sound like that's not a classic or something. He made a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
hits.
fire,
right.
but he's the beat person. He's not the writer of the song. Go look at the writer credits.
Who do you think
Stronger.
wrote No Parties in L.A.?
Yeah, No Parties in there. Watch the
People.
Throne was dope.
Mad People. We can Google it. It's the writer credits is public information.
But they don't tell you what parts of the song they wrote.
No,
or how much
he don't write. He's a producer. He produced the song. He put the song together. Give me this, give me that, and put it together. So he's great. He's a genius at creating the sound and song.
You calling him DJ Khaled?
Yeah,
That's pretty much what it is.
He's better though.
He actually makes this shit though. I don't
Yeah,
respect
he more
Khaled.
than DJ Khaled.
I can't agree with
respect
that,
Khaled
bro.
at all.
Yeah. I don't know what DJ Khaled does.
We the best.
I don't because I heard he don't even make the
Give
beat.
it to me.
So now I don't know what he does. He just said we the best.
Pretty much.
Hey, Future, you want to get on this song?
You got the
Drake, you want to get on this song? Rick Ross,
even
Buddy.
Drake writes.
Sound like a good job. Sound like a good job to me.
Shit. Sound like a good job to me.
Yeah, Kanye, Drake is like the same class of artists. I can see. That's why Drake was always saying that was his biggest competition, not no one else. That makes sense. I can see how you can see that because they are kind of the same.
Speaking of producers, I feel like this is a great segue on to our next topic. Diddy's legal battles. Okay.
Damn.
Woo! All right, as y'all know,
God damn.
the heat is turning up right now. The trial has started, everybody. Sean Diddy Combs is facing serious legal allegations, including charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The high-profile case has sparked discussions about accountability, power dynamics, and influences figures in the music industry have.
Yo, fuck all that.
Like
this nigga a freak.
This is crazy.
Yo, fuck all that. This nigga is a freak.
They all some freaks.
And
Cassie
I'm not gonna
Cassie
a freak too, because she was willing to do a lot of that shit.
Yeah, she did a lot of that.
I was in love. I didn't want nobody else to have it, so I just did it. No, so you start off being cool with it, and then eventually it crossed the line. I get that. He should have stopped. But you start off as a freak too. You're some freaky drug addict ass, freaky fan ass, freaky frogs. Y'all need to stay your ass inside. Kendrick said that last year. Y'all freaks need to stay your ass inside. And Cat Williams started that shit.
He tried to warn us.
All y'all big deviants, stay your ass inside. We not with the shit.
What you say?
No gay. No gay.
That was a quote. That was a quote, guys.
No
from
Diddy.
Cat Williams. That was his exact quote.
No Diddy.
To Diddy.
Explain yourself.
This is on recording, bro.
I don't know what he meant. Bro. Don't know what he meant by it. It's just a quote.
This is going on the internet.
Anyway, all y'all freaky ass motherfuckers, stay your asses inside. We not with the shits no more in 2025.
While
just be regular shit.
While you give your opinions, Steve, Devin, I sent you a video to the YouTube, to the email. Check that out. This is something I want to show on this regarding that. So how do you feel about what's going on with Diddy right now, Steve?
At what point do you dodge the piss?
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? At what point do you dodge the piss? Like, but now you complaining about the piss. You know what I'm saying? And then she said she had sores in the mouth. But here's the one thing: the
hell? I ain't get that far in the trial.
She said she had sores on her tongue.
She
said she had sores on her tongue and some more shit. My biggest thing is from oral sex is what she said. She had sores on her tongue from all the oral sex. As she said. My question is,
What?
Not even my question. It's not even my question. I feel like whatever she's saying, that nigga did that shit. She said she said the man wiped the nut off of her face and said,
Yeah.
rub it on my nipples. That's the wildest thing I ever heard in my
From
life.
somebody else, not his,
They
someone
just made
else's,
that
guys,
shit up.
that they
Ain't
say.
Somebody
Ain't
else's.
nobody
Like,
they don't make people that freaky, bro. That's that. Them people don't. That's
yeah,
not
they
real.
do.
Ain't no way.
Yes, they do. He ain't the only one. Kanye in there with him. That's why Kanye talks on Free
Epstein.
Diddy.
Epstein, Diddy,
Like, yeah, there's a bunch of freaky frogs out
R.
here.
Kelly.
You's
R.
a
Kelly
freaky
out here
ass nigga.
pissing on people. Yeah, how weird is weird.
I saw a joint. They said that when she was getting pissed in the mouth, they said to make the stream less strong.
You
At
gotta
what
ease
point?
up. You gotta ease up.
At what point do you
At
dodge?
what point do you dodge the piss?
What kind of pee artist are you?
Yeah,
There
they
You
were
is
fucking
saying you
there
was
is
design the
choking
pee
on it.
man.
streams.
There
You
is nothing. There is
pyro. You know how you got
nothing.
the pyrotechnists specialize in fireworks and shit. You got
Right.
piss a tech. What is you doing?
I will say this though. I haven't saw anything to me that sounded like a crime.
It just
It just
sounds like
sounded
all
like some
consent
freaky
adults.
ass niggas. Besides
See,
the shit in the elevator and all that. I mean, the
see,
hotel. That's the only thing I really seen.
yeah.
But he's not on trial for that piece, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm waiting. This is just character assassination at this stage. That's all they're doing with this. Because I don't
Yeah,
think he's
they're
going to
gonna
get
try to
no
make it
time
sound
for
bad.
any of this freaky shit. They're just going to chalk it up to him
Mhm.
being a freaky frog. And that's technically not illegal, even though we should probably give you a scarlet letter at least. But
he had one. Everybody knew about the Diddy parties.
But it can't. Yeah, but it can't just be him. It got to be him and Cassie and all them associates that are there, because it's not just them that are involved. But what I'm waiting on in this trial is for them to start talking about when he's putting people in a coma, people getting their cars blown up,
allegedly,
people dying,
allegedly,
people getting death threats,
allegedly,
all that stuff. That's what we waiting on. This is only day 3. It's 30 days that they're going to be in trial. So there's a lot of different people they got coming up. And there's some people that are already missing. Some star witnesses and stuff that are just disappeared, which is crazy already. And the way they're trying to portray him is like he's some sort of kingpin. But what's even crazier is that this is a RICO charge, but it's just him so far.
Right.
You can't have a RICO with one person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With baby oil.
Racketeering. So
one person and a lot of baby oil.
Yeah.
All that baby oil.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that they was not messing with Diddy until they found out how much oil he had. Okay.
Ooh, Johnson & Johnson?
United States is all about the oil. Once you find out you got oil, they coming.
Wrong type of petroleum,
buddy.
Wrong type of petroleum. That's all
they
I'm
said
saying.
they had a kiddie pool filled up with baby oil.
Yeah. And they said they warmed it up. How the hell you warm up baby oil?
In a microwave, in a bowl.
So you got to do that bowl by bowl and fill up a kiddie pool? You know how many bowls you
dedicated niggas, boy. You know how long that takes just to get free?
Now, the first person just jump in and warm it up first for the other people.
It gotta be something.
Yeah, you doing snow
angels. It get real freaky. It get real freaky.
In this video we about to play is from the Breakfast Club. They about to break down the trial or the day of the trial and Cassie's testimony.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think most of them up here got crazy comprehensive skills, so I don't trust them. But we'll play.
Warning, user advisory.
User advisory?
I mean, trigger advisory, I think. I don't know.
You gotta turn on the porno or something? What's going on?
No. You just gotta be.
I don't even know if it'll play.
Yeah.
The star witness for the prosecutors take It's week 2 of Diddy's trial here in New York, and day 2 kicked off with Cassie, who was the star witness for the prosecutors taking the stand. Now, a lot of people feel like Cassie dropped the ball yesterday with her testimony, but I do not agree whatsoever. Cassie got on the stand and she detailed everything from the first day that they met to the time that they spent together, her 21st birthday, where that was her first time kissing, and she admitted that she didn't want to kiss him. She didn't know how to feel. She felt confused. She was young. She was crying. She set the scene early for the power dynamic of, this big mogul who was supposed to be helping me in music,
that sounded like someone kind of coached her to do that then, or that's some theatrics.
Nah,
instead of just being honest.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing was she did not want to leave
21-year-old women out here who love older men out here. We're not about to do that and just say that's the crime. That's not the crime.
Did she just say that was her first time kissing?
Yes. Bruh.
So you go from the first time kissing to getting pissed off.
We're not doing that.
Freak offs.
All in the same
to complete freak offs.
We're not doing that. Yeah, to getting pissed in your mouth. Like, we're not doing that, G.
in music, who had such a big life that she just uncontrollably fell in love with, and things got bigger than her.
Uncontrollably fell in love with. Love is an action verb, guys.
She fell in love with the money.
It was the lifestyle. So I uncontrollably. Yeah. He had so much money, I had no choice but to fall in love with it. Shut the. Come on, G. She was a freak. We got a
dynamic of, this big mogul who was supposed to be helping me in music, who had such a big life that she just uncontrollably fell in love with, and things got bigger than her. After she details a lot of the background, she starts going into the things that a lot of us wanted to know about. So they talk to her about the freak offs. And what she says about the freak offs is that Diddy allegedly was in control. She says that it was very well choreographed. Like, it was almost, when she was describing it, I was like, it sounds like he was shooting a music video.
Executive producing.
No, for real. She says that, there were certain supplies that they would have, right? So they would do candles as the lighting, and it would always be like Glade, or there was another brand that she mentioned because he wanted it to smell a certain way. And then she
Glade.
says
Candles.
Then she says that they would get extra linens, and we've heard this story, but she said that because we heard before that there were extra linens because of
Dookie on the sheets.
So what she said was she was actually made to have freak offs during her period, and so there would be blood on a lot of the sheets. And she said she didn't want to do that, but she was being made to do that allegedly. And she also alleged that there'd be urine on the sheets, and we've heard testimony about the urine and why those things happened allegedly. And baby oil. She said that they would oil up so much. That was like a big thing for Puff allegedly. Like,
he wants you to look like a shiny suit.
Baby oil on.
He wants you to glisten like them shiny suits he used to wear in the 90s.
This is so sad. I guess so. And then when we talking about the urine, she talked about that in one of the free calls because they'd asked her, the prosecutors, talking about, you alleging that there was a male escort that was made to urinate on you. Can you detail that? So she starts to detail that, and she says that at one point she was choking. Obvious reasons. And they asked her, why didn't you just ask them to stop? And when I say them, she updated us and let us know.
Attorney Riley Freeman? This is why wouldn't you just move out the way? That's what he asked her for.
Basically, they just asked, like, at this, because it didn't sound like she was being held against her will at that point, like physically. So they're like, well, why would you just, because she said she laid down with her hands up a lot of times when that was happening because she didn't like it. And it was a lot going on. And she said that not only would the escorts do it, allegedly, Puff would join in as well. And she said when they would get to a point.
They pouring piss on this bitch like Nino.
It's crazy, man. It gets crazy.
That shit like Cristal.
Y'all go check that out. Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Boy,
P. Diddy said, no, he having too much fun. I got to get in there.
Right. Like, what? How much piss these niggas got? These niggas drank a gallon before they walked.
I just had a Gatorade.
There's some baby oils. They don't know the difference.
So with all this stuff in mind, all right, how does Diddy's legal issues affect his legacy and the perception of his contributions of music? Is it over? Or is this all everybody's going to hear?
He was a producer.
Yeah.
But
he did a lot for music. Come on. He put a lot of people
he got some good stuff, but
Biggie,
they definitely trying to target. This definitely puts a dent on his armor.
He made I'll Be Missing You. Like, that's gonna, when they come on, I'm still Diddy bopping to that joint. But I'm going to street out No Diddy. That's what's going to happen.
Everybody gonna know him for No Diddy. Like, we're not gonna remember him for all the stuff he did. Everybody gonna know him, not for Bad Boys. Everybody know him for
Yeah,
No
You
Diddy.
crazy. You
because R.
crazy. You
Kelly
think
did
he
a
did
lot
it
of
for
pissing, but people still
Uh,
listening to his music.
I
That's
do.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they
Facts.
do.
He said, I mean, that's a fact. Like, yeah, they gonna still listen to the music and they just gonna say no Diddy a lot,
Mhm.
and his kids
Yeah.
gonna be pissed. They gonna, you know what I mean? They gonna have to live through that. No
and
Diddy
none of them can fight.
can't. Yeah,
Too much money. Too much money to fight. I wouldn't
So,
either.
so after all this, you think like a new artist would still sign a Bad Boy?
ain't no more
Like,
bad
Yes.
boy.
is
He
it
locked
still
up.
going to
Fuck
be?
yeah.
What
I
bad
don't know.
boy?
He had Day
Ain't no bad
26
boy.
crying as a group.
He
Is
did
That
it?
have him
nigga
That was
was
crying.
years ago. Ain't no more
He
bad
had
boy.
he had grown men having a sing off in front of each
as
other.
a
He made them walk
right.
and get cheesecake.
Mm.
Hey,
He was
everybody
gangster.
put their tank
We
tops
not
on.
going
Put
to do
your tank
that.
top. Put your tank top.
He was a
Tank top.
freaking gangster. We not going to do it. Like he was still a gangster, but he was just a freak.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
He like that
So
rough
what
shit.
what role does media play in shaping narratives around like cases like this? 'Cause
None.
I feel like
Everything.
Because
everybody been
I don't
talking
think
about this
none.
Diddy case. It's been in all the interviews and all the news
I mean, they just
blogs.
reading transcripts though, so you're not really shaping nothing. It's no narrative. The narrative is what the prosecutor
But
is
The
saying.
narrative is that he did
yeah,
it.
but people
Yeah,
But
only
that's what
but
the
the
prosecutor is
normal
saying.
person only reads headlines though. So you can always change people's
yeah.
opinions just off headlines. No
You
nobody
That
can.
the
nigga,
average person
They're
is
not
not
really
opening up an
saying nothing.
article and reading it.
But they are really saying what the prosecutor is saying though. They not
Yeah, because
really
it's crazy
saying.
right now. It's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
so
yeah,
crazy.
It's
It's
no
nigga,
nothing to be made. No
There's nothing to be
narrative to
made up
be.
right now, but
yeah.
let some other stuff come out, or somebody else come to the stand that
I told you
one
what I'm
is
waiting on
gonna be
because he
crazy.
blew up Kid Cudi's car
I'm ready to see
That
who's
allegedly.
nigga,
I'm ready to see who else was in these free calls. I'm ready to get the list. I'm
yeah.
ready to see the people.
Where's the list?
I'm not looking forward to
Where's the
seeing all that
tapes?
because I know Orlando Brown just dropped a video with Bow Wow today. Supposedly he was there.
Getting
Allegedly.
I
freaked
didn't
off?
watch
Oh,
it,
not
so
shot.
I don't watch it to confirm. That was just the
Joey
title. So
Badass was at the party.
That nigga love
yeah,
him some Puff.
allegedly, and
Orlando Brown
yeah,
love him some Puff, boy.
Daylight said Joey Badass was at the party too.
Scratching and scrambling.
Yeah, scraping and scrambling.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, and then yesterday, Joey Badass said he in the freestyle on the Red Bull joint, he was like, "I was at the party, but I ain't see the freak off." That's what he said, literally in the Red Bull.
Everybody
They say
says that.
it happened at a certain time. You just got to get out of there. But it's a good party till like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning. Then you got to leave
What
before that.
if you got to do that? I'm not going to that party. That
Nah,
don't
they
even
didn't
make no
go to the
sense.
party.
How can it
Yeah,
be a good party up until midnight? That don't even
you
make
can
no
stay.
sense.
You can stay past midnight, but you
You
know what's
got me
gonna happen
fucked
after
up. I'm
midnight.
not staying. You stay. Got me fucked
But
up.
nah, before all this stuff came out, everybody was talking like, "Oh, Diddy throw the best parties." Y'all remember that, right?
They was
Everybody was like,
beating
"You gotta
down
go
on
to
his
Yes, I
door
do
to go to
remember
Diddy
that.
parties.
So how many other people were on this list?
TD Jakes
And how? Because they said they confiscated videos.
get
So
swallowed.
they got
Yeah.
videos.
He definitely recorded a lot.
They
of
already
that stuff,
released
so.
one.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Oh
TD
yeah.
Jakes definitely up there. That nigga just fake dying. Get out of that shit.
Allegedly.
Come on.
Yeah, that tape with TD Jakes ain't coming out. His lawyer, his lawyer's too good for that.
And he did
Why?
just step
He ain't
down
got
too.
more money than Diddy.
That
Bro,
shit going to be the most
TD Jakes
disgusting
he
video.
got the power of Christ, nigga. He gonna make
Got
it.
the
He gonna be
power
good.
of Christ.
Christ is not trying to be involved. Don't bring my Jesus involved in this.
He
These
got
free calls.
untaxed money,
No
nigga.
That's what I'm saying. He got more money than Diddy, bro. He got
He
untaxed
got
dollars,
He
bro.
got that
untaxed
donation
money.
plate.
Yeah, he got more money than Diddy, bro. I'll put that. He got to.
I rebuke that.
I
He got
rebuke
he got
I
he got
do.
a mega church, bro. A mega
I
church.
do not want to hear about TD Jakes being in these free calls. I ain't gonna hold
Mad
you.
baby oil. Oh, that's
Yo.
awful.
That's at least 2 bottles right there. He at least got 2 bottles.
Oh my god. What's the
Wow.
next topic, man? Let's
Wow.
go. Move on.
So
Oh god.
next up, Tory Lanez was recently stabbed in prison, man. As y'all know, Canadian rapper Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. He was recently stabbed 14 times by a fellow inmate. The attack resulted in a collapsed lung, multiple injuries. He got stabbed in the chest, the back, the head, but he is stable now and is recovering, but he got shanked up, man.
14 times is crazy.
14 times, wow. They try to get the job done.
Yeah, for
Alright.
real.
What about the updates from today?
That's perfect. My man Steve. That's why you always on it. So as everybody knows, today, officials say that Kelsey Harris, Megan Thee Stallion's friend who was there the night of the shooting, her bodyguard overheard her admit to her shooting Megan Thee Stallion and not Tory Lanez.
Yep.
If any of y'all are familiar, Tory Lanez recently dropped an album straight from prison. That was pretty good. Go check that out.
The one before he went in was better.
It was.
He was kind of
Everything was better
on that
one. He was on fire before he went in.
But in the new album, he was talking about the setup against him, how Rock Nation was trying to get him, and all this other stuff. And he did file an appeal.
Good.
Approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
Come on.
Yo.
Come on. This is serious.
I had happened in the beginning.
That's what most
exactly
people
what
thought
happened in the beginning.
Wow.
Come on. Now
There
it's
is
coming
no
to light.
reason why gunpowder should be on both of their hands if he's the one that shot it.
Right.
No, it wasn't on his hands. It was only it was on nobody's hands who was tested. And the only person who wasn't tested was Kelsey.
Was her. Everybody else was tested. He didn't have any gunshot residue.
No,
one
she
else
was
had it.
tested. She
No,
was
she
tested.
wasn't. Well,
What I
they're
saw,
not
she was
using it.
tested, and they found
Not using the
gunpowder
result.
Yeah, they can't use it at that point. She's not on trial.
And
She
had a
no, you
deal.
She's
could.
not on trial.
If there's
But what
results,
I
you
saw,
could use it. That don't make
what
no
I saw
sense.
is they found gunpowder on both of their hands.
No, that's not what happened. Not from
That's what
they didn't find it on nobody's hands.
that's what I
And the
remember.
one person they didn't test.
I
You can find
remember.
out.
But Tory Lanez also recently just filed an appeal to that 10-year sentence conviction. That a lot of people are saying it is a good chance he may win that joint. So if he get out,
I don't know if
they're trying to
he's
take
a
him
good
out
chance.
before he got out.
Who is they?
The powers that be.
I don't think that's why that happened. Because from what I hear, there was some street politics going on with that. Because he in that jail, that's a California prison, and there's like there's racial tensions in that prison,
and he is in General Pop.
And during Christmas, like he blessed everyone's canteens, but I don't know if he gave it to everybody because everybody would be everybody. That don't even sound right. So when they say everybody, it's probably just brothers. So you know what I mean?
Muslim
That's
brothers.
gonna mess up the economics. That's what I heard too. But I just don't.
I heard different things about that though. I heard it was the Mexican, and he said something about the Mexican's wife.
It could be a bunch of stuff because he also been giving people jump and stuff too, supposedly, allegedly. So who knows? It could
do
be
y'all
anything.
think that? So do y'all think the bodyguard is coming out because of him getting stabbed?
No, he's been trying to come out for over.
Or do you think that he got stabbed because the bodyguard was coming out?
No, the bodyguard Ben said that same thing that this person's saying right now. That bodyguard said it over a year ago, but
nobody wanted to hear that.
No,
this shit came out the next day. This came out the very next day, though.
But now you got a man in the suit
Yeah,
looks
but
like a
that's
lawyer
the same
saying
thing
it.
that happened after the trial. So as soon as they did the conviction, the very next day, the statement from the bodyguard came out, and it was like, yeah, and they prevented him from testifying because he was overseas or some
That's some
bullshit.
convenient timing, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
supposedly they say he came too late or some
Come on,
bullshit.
that don't make sense.
But
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
saying
you
that
said-
he been trying to tell them, and they just weren't trying to hear it. So
Maybe he got
there's
sent
some other
overseas by what's the motherfucker that played baseball?
he got
Ruffington.
stomach virus. He got Ebola
right.
on
The
accident.
motherfucker
Conveniently.
who's the motherfucking name? Carl Crawford. Carl
What the hell
Crawford.
happened to him?
He's the one that manages. He was on the team with Meg and them. Carl Crawford. He was a baseball player.
Mm.
Uh,
I heard the name.
Mhm.
Okay. You learn something every day. All right.
Yeah, he a nigga. He a nigga that played in the league.
So, do y'all think this incident might affect the public's perception of Tory Lanez, and his ongoing appeal that's about to come up? You think he can possibly get some sympathy? You know,
Of course, it's
or
been free Tory.
No,
okay.
I don't
It's
think
been
females
free
are
Tory.
rocking with Tory still. They don't
They
care.
I don't
not.
think I know he's not gonna do all 10. I know he's not
No.
gonna do all
There's
10.
no way he's doing on
I don't
10.
because it's not fed, right?
It is fair.
Oh,
It is
So,
fair.
but
Mhm.
It
no,
is
so we
fair.
gotta do 8. No, they
Mhm.
want 8.
No, he
probably
ain't
do- yeah.
California state correction, so it's probably state.
Oh, so you probably only gotta do 6.
Uh-huh.
Probably
California
left.
It was.
5 to 6.
Hey, how long he been in there? How long he been in there? Like 2 already? Feel like a long time.
Yeah, he
At
probably
least feel
did
like
about
3.
2.
Feel like 3
Yeah,
for real.
maybe 3.
Yeah.
The shooting happened in 2020. He was probably convicted.
Oh
in
yeah,
what?
it's going on 5. He about to
No, he wasn't arrested as soon as it
Nah, he didn't get
happened. He was
convicted.
out.
Nah, it
Oh,
took a while before he went in.
Yeah, it was about a year and a
Mhm.
half or so.
Okay.
But
Maybe
that's
3.
still 3 years.
That time served.
Yeah. That's time served, and especially if it's a wrongful crime.
Free
Yeah,
Tory.
for sure. I agree.
Always.
So, do correctional institutions have a responsibility to protect inmates, or
I mean, that's their
They
job,
always
but
did.
up to you?
I mean, yeah, they
Get it how you
do, but
live?
I don't think they
Are they
have.
liable here?
yeah, I
I
think
just
they
don't
play
think
by
they
their
have
own
the
rules.
resources to do that, unless he
Yeah.
You
wants
can't
to
watch
be in
everybody.
protective. Yeah, he got to be in protective custody. That's the only way. If he's going to be in general pop, there's no way for them to do that.
Them stabs quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
They say he hit on 14. John Wick.
And they said homeboy had 2 knives, so he was stabbing his
Yeah,
Double
he,
fuck up.
fisted. He was double
Yeah,
Bro,
he
he
was
was-
crazy.
Hey Freeman, what's the dude from Vinland Saga?
Vinland Saga. Oh, I was gonna say.
Bro had the 2 daggers going crazy.
Dang, crazy. Hooked up my boy Tory, man. Well, prayers out to him. I hope he's recovering.
yeah. Quick recovery. God damn.
Yeah, stab in the
That's
head is
they should-
wild.
Put the phone book on.
both his lungs collapsed.
Both his lungs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was trying to end that, boy.
Yeah, multiple headshots. That's crazy. With a knife. That's nuts.
Speaking of headshots, Kendrick Lamar and SZA Grand National Tour. They doing numbers over there.
Yeah.
As y'all
Yeah, it's going
know,
crazy.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA's on the 2025 Grand National Tour. Supporting Kendrick's latest album GNX. And they breaking records.
And
It's a
Solana's
stadium
album,
tour.
I think it's called SOS.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also going crazy.
Y'all planning on going, or have y'all been? If so,
I ain't going.
what y'all think about it?
Big
dope,
HipHop
though.
Haven in that bitch on the 18th next month.
We're gonna
So
be
if
in
y'all
I'm about to
see
say-
us in that joint
I'm
in
about to say,
Maryland,
yeah,
y'all
I
better holler at your boys.
I would like to
I'm about
go.
say, yeah, I went to the one in
Pull up.
I went to the one in Charlotte. It was everything. It was lit. It was raining, but it didn't rain the whole time. It was a great show. I loved it. I sung every song I knew, which was most of them. And SZA too. I sung her songs too. I had a good time. It was packed. It was packed. A lot of people bought last minute tickets like me, and it was lit.
I'm
It was
not
really
gonna hold you. I don't know much SZA songs, so
SZA's on fire.
Yeah,
She's a beast.
Yeah.
I'll
They
be
have a
probably
good dynamic together.
Yeah,
very good dynamic together.
they
And
really
they've been
do. I like
together
it.
for years.
They both
Yeah.
on TDE.
Yeah,
So,
but he signed her when she was starting out.
Before she got the
he don't
booty.
own TDE.
It's time before
Yeah,
the
Yep.
booty.
When she had the big teeth.
before the build up. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Before the
That's
BBL.
having vision.
I mean, Top Dog signed her, not
Okay.
Kendrick. Kendrick don't own TD. He own PG Lane.
All right. How does the Grand National Tour reflect the evolution of live hip hop performances? With it being a stadium tour as versus to everybody else who normally does arenas or clubs?
Everybody
Uh,
can't do that.
yeah, I don't think it shifted at all because there's levels to this, and there were only 3 people who were possibly 5, maybe 5, 7 people.
We talking
who
about
do a
black.
stadium.
You talking about black people?
7 black artists
Yep.
who can do a stadium. There's only
Okay, I'm about to
7.
say,
There's
'cause
not.
Oh no, we don't even have to say
And
black.
I'm
Let's just say hip hop
no,
artists.
I'm saying
hip hop. Let's do
black
hip hop.
artists.
Let's do hip hop. Okay.
Okay, in hip hop, now see that I was trying to give it a bigger number. That's why.
In
Shit.
hip hop.
So in hip hop, you got Kendrick, you got that can do a
Drake.
stadium.
Travis Scott,
Travis
Drake.
Scott,
Yeah.
Drake.
Drake.
I don't think Future can.
Drake could have. I don't know about now, but maybe.
Drake
maybe.
can. Tyler the Creator can probably do stadium. He gonna bring them out.
Let's see. Now you pushing it.
That's rough.
Future's
That's
a push.
little...
It's Kendrick. It's Drake.
Nah, Future's crazy.
Maybe it's Cole.
Kanye.
No,
and even
not Cole.
Kanye now. I
Not Cole.
don't even know.
Kanye can bring them out.
Yeah, Kanye could bring him out if he did a
The
old
thing
school
about
tour,
it is
crazy.
now there's one space where there's a bunch of weirdos at one spot. We need to put all of them on a registry. I'm not gonna hold you. We need to watch them niggas.
Do you think there's any new artists that could do it? Or
No.
younger
A
artists?
stadium?
I think
no.
what you call is pretty close. Playboy Cardi. I don't listen to him like
Hell
that,
no.
but he
NBA YoungBoy.
Hell
Yeah, I'm
no.
about to say, what about YoungBoy?
YoungBoy gonna bring them out. He gonna bring the
Hell no.
You think
YNs out.
so?
Hell no.
Why
There's
all
a
the
lot of
YNs ain't
YNs
coming
out
to the
there.
stadium?
Boy,
They ain't
if
coming. All of
you
them ain't
can't
coming.
have
Bitches love
50,000
YoungBoy
YNs
too.
nowhere.
Exactly.
Boy,
That would
that's
be a
a
scary
terrorist.
It's gonna
that
be a
would be scary.
shootout. It's gonna be a
Nah, they-
shootout though.
One.
That would
A lot of
definitely be
butts.
scary.
That's a war.
A lot of
They
Swiss
wouldn't do it.
cheesing.
Boy,
Lot of
no way.
twisters.
No way.
Yeah.
They would never even allow that in no city. No way. They would barely let him do arenas in
New
most
people,
spots.
huh.
You crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
There's no artist that can do that. The only other artist that's close is maybe Rod Wave.
Rod Wave?
Yes.
What?
Rod Wave
Yeah,
bringing out 50.
People love Rod Wave.
Yeah,
I
they
don't.
love
I don't,
Rod Wave, bro.
I don't get it, but
I like his music too. No, I like his music, but it's sad. I don't know if I want to be around 50,000 people crying. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Rod Wave. Yeah. Rod Wave.
What's the
Travis
what's the
Scott.
Brazilian's name?
Rationale
Oh,
MCs.
you talking about
Rationale
Rationale.
MCs.
Rationale
They might
MCs can definitely do it.
Yeah, they could probably do it, but that's
Brazilian
not America.
Legion.
They're doing
Yeah.
that in
Brazilian
Brazil.
Legion, you can do it.
Yeah, I think
I'll
maybe
go.
I do that in America too, but I never knew until this month.
Do y'all think Lil Wayne can do stadiums?
No.
No. He barely
No?
sold
Not
out ODU.
Yeah, not anymore.
What?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a sad day.
There was still a lot of seats in
hip hop
there.
artists don't do stadiums though. The only ones who have done it before, Jay-Z and Beyonce have done
You
it
got a
together.
co-headline.
Yeah,
you got a
have to do it with
co-headline.
R&B.
You gotta at least be two.
And you gotta be another genre. Jay-Z and Beyonce did it. Eminem and Rihanna did it. Kendrick and SZA have done it.
Drake and 21 did it.
No, they
It
did
was all a
arenas.
blur.
That was an arena tour. That wasn't a stadium tour.
Oh, what about Drake and Meek?
Drake has never done a stadium tour.
Okay.
What about Nicki and Meek?
But he's put up
They did
arena stadium numbers.
Arena.
Oh,
Nicki probably could have brought a stadium out.
Nicki and Drake together could probably do it.
Oh yeah,
they haven't done it.
Yeah, Nicki
They
and
just
Drake.
haven't done it.
I I go
I'm not
crazy.
saying they can't do it. They just haven't.
Rihanna probably can.
Rihanna did it with Eminem.
I know
Yeah.
that's not,
Rihanna
hip
could do that,
hop.
right? If Rihanna said she was
Yeah.
making music and she could
She got a
close the
song
stadium
dropping.
down.
She just announced she's dropping the song today. Actually,
I don't want to hear about
Out
what she
today.
about to drop. I want to hear the song. I'm tired of her about to
Yeah.
drop the
Yeah.
song.
Show me.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't want to
Cardi
hear
B.
about no more dropping. I
Cardi
need
B
to
been
hear
saying
it.
that for
I'm sick of this.
5 years.
She been about to drop a song. All she dropping is babies. I ain't seen no song.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love the family life. So she
Yeah,
wanna drop,
ain't nothing wrong with it, but
and she got
I
$1
need the
billion.
song.
She
I
don't
am
need to be making
hating
more
on
music.
ASAP though. I am hating.
Yeah. He doing what he's supposed to do.
Ultimate
Exactly.
hating.
Yeah,
He blowing her up.
ASAP need to make some music. or
No, you
something.
don't.
I mean, technically, don't need to do nothing, but
He had his era. I don't know. I like when he
Yeah.
first
yeah,
came
it
out. I
might
don't really
be
care
over.
for him too
That
much
last
now.
song you dropped, no one cared.
Yeah. He was good. Everything purple.
Oh, everything.
That
Yeah,
was
12
long ass
years
time
ago.
ago.
I be
12
that pretty
years ago.
mother. Yeah, that's my nigga.
Uh-huh.
Peso,
HBC,
yeah.
bad bitch. That would
Yeah,
D,
pesos.
E. I don't give a F. Told you I'm a G.
Yeah,
he
Yeah, he
bars.
was going crazy. Yeah, but yeah, them. I don't think nobody really wants to hear ASAP for real.
Yeah, maybe ASAP Ferg.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still making music. I
Yeah.
don't listen to him that much,
he's
but
the
New
only
York
one.
love him. So
You only ASAP nigga doing anything. To be honest,
yeah, everybody else branched off into doing other things, which is good too.
Yeah, I'm about to say they beefing now. A lot of them beefing now, ain't they?
yeah, I don't know what they doing. Besides,
That's crazy. That's crazy. Beefing over what, man? Y'all, everybody got money. Like, chill out.
no, they don't. Not all of them.
Yeah,
Everybody ain't got the same amount of money. But
most of them
everybody had
broke.
opportunity. Everybody
There
had
was a
opportunity
lot
to
of
make
them
some
though.
bread.
G. Some of them ain't got none.
Yeah, I'm about to say yeah,
None.
because everybody was ASAP this, ASAP that, but the originals,
ASAP. Yeah,
the originals should have made something out of it.
that's true.
Some didn't.
So next we're gonna jump off into our free round. Just a little couple questions, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. What are the most influential hip hop artists of 2025 and why so far?
Influential right now.
Influential right
Oh, that's
now. Let's
easy.
go ahead, kick it off with you then. Why? Who you got?
Influential right now.
Right
Sexy
now.
Red, Glorilla.
Ew.
Who
That's
else?
true.
We talking about right now.
Right now, 2025. They on
The
everything.
hottest people. I'm trying to think of
Hold
some
on,
rappers.
why would you say those two?
Because you can't go nowhere without hearing them. You can't go anywhere without hearing either one of them.
I can.
I mean, of course, if you stay in the house all goddamn day, don't go nowhere.
I don't
Or
hear.
play the radio.
I hear
or play the
Glorilla. I don't
radio.
hear Shorty everywhere though.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just saying,
I
like,
do hear. Yeah, I don't hear her everywhere. I do
I'm
hear.
just
Glorilla.
saying, yeah, they're probably the most when it comes influential. That's what people are
Isaac.
playing or people are listening to majority of the time. No matter where you go, you hear a song or heard a song for honestly the past 2-3 years straight. They've been they just been going. That's okay. As far as males, I don't want to name people that's already been popping though. Like if I said Future, that wouldn't really shock anybody. Yeah, come back to me for the males. I was just top of the head. Them.
No, your two was good. Who you got, Steve? Most influential hip
Shit.
hop artist of 2025 and why?
Most influential. That's tough for me. Because when you think about influential, you gotta think about everybody. And like he said, it's been the ladies that's been running it for real,
Ladies been
But
taking over.
but when it comes to like me personally, shit, I've been on my Don Trip. I don't know if y'all familiar with Trip, but that
Don
man
Trip
put
was
out Trip
Starlito.
put out, yeah, they just had Step Brothers 4 that just dropped. Uh man, that joint goes. All these Step Brothers goes, but Trip 12 albums in a year. 12 albums in a year.
Are they really albums or mixtapes? Because anything
Most of
anyone
them,
can say it's an
most
album,
mo-
but technically they mixtape
most
level.
of them, most of them got about 8 tracks on them.
Yeah, they
Most of them got about 8
EPs.
tracks on them. 12 of them though.
So you got 4 albums worth of music.
Hey,
I guess
that's a
I
lot.
don't know. They all
I
go.
guess.
They all go. But for the
I
men, like,
like
yeah,
Don Trump, but Don
it's not
Trump,
really too many men that's really going crazy right now.
Yeah, they all kind of on the same kind of level, honestly. Like
Mhm.
you hear them here, you hear them there, but I wouldn't say none of them are like on the next, I guess, popular as far as influential level. They all kind of blend together.
Who you got, Devin?
influence is just one person. That's not even a debate. I don't know why we're even beating around the bush. It's one person that's influencing anything. Other than that, everyone else, like they said, is you just make music.
Are you
Like,
gonna name the person, or are we supposed to guess?
do we need to guess?
Kendrick,
Yeah, there's only one person who's in.
I can
That's
say
who
that.
everyone's talking
I
about.
can
Like,
agree with
everyone's
that.
talking
I
about.
can agree with that.
It's the only
There's a
person
lot of
people
shit
talking
moving
about.
around Kendrick right now.
And then everyone else is just, I mean, they make music, yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know no one whose album when they drop do you talk about for more than after the second week.
Nobody's,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
nobody's.
saying. Like, so they just making music. Like, that's not influence.
All right. I do agree. So next, what emerging trends in hip hop are redefining the genre?
Trends?
Either
Trends. I'm gonna
finding
go ahead and
explosions.
kick that one off for us. I'm
Go
noticing a lot
crazy.
of people are doing the minute and a half, 2 minute songs now. You may get
Yep.
12 minute and a half to 2 minute songs, and that's it. That's all you get. There's no
Doing a
more.
boss man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's TikTok era. So
I'm
they threw out a snippet. The snippet went crazy, and then they added 45 seconds to it. Now it's a song. Instead of, you know what I mean? It's easier to do it that way because you can try this test stuff.
hmm What are y'all noticing trend wise that's taking over?
You going first, Steve? You got this, Steve? Or you
Shit,
me?
shit, I was just saying offbeat rapping.
Okay.
True. Yeah, Detroit doing that,
hmm
Cali doing it.
Hmm.
Who else doing it? Atlanta
Florida.
always done it.
hmm
Yeah.
Seems like bars are coming back though.
Chicago, yeah,
Okay. Real hip hop back.
Hmm.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. Seems like people are starting to care more about what people are saying now because we
Mhm.
we went, we went too far left. Everybody just liked the melody and the beats like that, but now everybody's starting to come back. One thing that has changed the culture is motherfucking what's that? Wait, we doing hip hop? Never mind. But I'll just say culture changes. Beyonce, because we got about 10 line dances now that everybody doing. Like every
That's
girl's a
true.
cowgirl now.
Uh-huh.
Everybody goes. Ain't they ain't never been to a farm or seen a chicken or a cow a day in their life, but now they
But
got
they all got
cowgirl
hats and
boots.
boots.
They got house and they going to the rodeos now. So I would say, like, as far as influential, like Beyonce has made city
That's
girls, suburban girls, all country girls.
that's a good take too, because
hmm
Beyonce took over country, and now
Yeah.
it's country artists that are only doing like features and stuff with hip hop artists.
Like
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah.
Shabuzi.
Jelly
You know what I'm
Shabuzi's
saying?
Roll.
Like
crazy.
you never seen
Uh
Yeah,
that before.
Right.
Zimmerman, what's his name?
yeah.
That's definitely, I would say that's a change. It's not
That's
really
what
hip
they
hop,
did.
but it's
White
definitely a culture
Iverson, that
change.
song.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was his name? Post Malone. He
Post
yeah,
Malone.
he
He
done.
can't
He
stay
he
out.
got that black money and figured out how to get to those white people, and he never came back. He gone. He ain't never
Yep.
coming back.
Yeah, that country
Yep.
money too good. Like Dolly
Yeah,
Parton, he out of here.
yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. White fans stay around
Yep.
forever. They don't
Yep.
care if you get old.
Hey, that's
Or
definitely
smoke crack.
And ain't no peace in
Exactly.
this country.
Can you
Nope.
still
No
that
country
song I
peace
like
track.
though? You know that song.
mm.
That's
Dope,
funny.
dope, dope. I think this was a great episode. Let's go ahead and kick off our last words. Let's go ahead and start off with you, Steve.
Brazilian Legion. I love y'all. All
Bang, bang,
right.
bang.
Love y'all. I'm good.
All right.
All
Why?
right. Hey man, it's always a pleasure to be on here. Just let me know whenever y'all need your boy again. Why two times from the Far Out Perspective podcast. Always down to talk to my fellas at this round table.
Appreciate it. Devin, what you got for us?
Y'all already know what it is. It's Big HipHop Haven.
All right, all
What you
right.
talking about?
And with that, as you know, thank you for that. Will conclude our second episode of the Culture Convo. And with that, we out.
Get it.